folks, welcome back, and welcome back to Jomtien. I'm doing another hotel in Jomtien. This is the Tevan Hotel, or Tevan. It's a little bit out of the normal sort of Jomtien area I stay in. It's sort of set back, sort of second road. I'll put a map up for the location. Great price for this one. When I booked it, I wasn't 100% sure whether it's a good choice or not. But it looks so good on the booking site, I thought I've got to give it a go. So yeah, let's go and have a look around, and you can decide if this area is for you and if this hotel's worth the money or not. So yeah, let's go and have a look. So check-in was as normal, 2 o'clock check-in, copied the passport and 200 baht deposit on the room. So I'm on the 7th floor and my room is just here. Right, let's have a look at this room. So we've got the air conditioning, and what's coming more and more common is fines for smoking in the room. Big sign. Then we have a couple of teacups, plastic teacups actually, 2 waters, an ashtray, even though you can't smoke in the room. There's no actual tea bags or coffee or anything like that I can see. A little fridge, and it is on and nice and cold. And then we've got a safety box, couple of hangers. Yep, safety box is fixed down. Quite a heavy one, quite an old one I'd say. Then we've got a couple of bedside units, a large bed, 2 singles pushed together to make 7 foot. Couple of lights over, bit of sort of green art going on. Then you've got sort of a bay area, and then a sort of a little balcony. I'm not really sure how you get out there. And obviously your air conditioning. You have got a drying rail out here, and then that's the view. Oh, we're on the 7th floor, so we're quite high up, and that's the view. Oh, there's a Mr. DIY down there, and what looks like a castle. So we'll have to go and explore them in a minute, see what that's all about. Well, here's the castle place I saw from the balcony. I have no idea what it is, if anyone can tell me. Then we've got a large desk and a padded stool, mirror, air conditioning blowing straight onto the bed. But it's running quite quietly, it's quite a big unit I would have thought. Samsung TV, 40 inch maybe. And there's what, 1 socket we can use. And that's pretty much the room. Oh, there's actually an air conditioning unit there. But that one's definitely running, so that must be the old one they've left in. Yeah. And, oh no, it doesn't open. Yeah, so this is the long shot of the room. I would say on first impressions, the booking site makes it look a bit newer than it is. I mean, it's clean, it's super clean, and there's not a mark on it. But yeah, it's quite an old style. It's quite an old hotel, this. Right, let's have a quick look at the ensuite. So again, quite a large ensuite, and then your normal sink, various pink liquids. That one's shampoo. I'm assuming they're hand wash. Toilet and a toilet roll. Shower. Again, I've seen those green tiles advertised on the booking site, which looks pretty fabulous. And that's, yeah, there's a lot of power in that anyway. It's nice and powerful. No rainfall, but that's there's certainly a lot of power in that. And again, it's nice to have a door, although it doesn't actually close. But yeah, and a drying rail, and a couple of little louver things to let a bit of light in. there it is. It's quite a very sort of basic room, this one. Right, let's have a look at the bed. Like I say, it's a good 7 foot, but it's 2 singles pushed together. It's just a sheet with just a topper on it. Oh, it's very firm. It's very firm, yes. With a soft pillow. But yeah, that's unfortunately that's going to be like sleeping on the floor. Yeah, that's. Let's have a quick look at the other side. In the hope that one mattress is slightly softer than the other. Oh, it actually might be slightly. Yeah, so I think we'll go this side tonight. Yeah, nice and clean. The sheets are a bit sort of greying, but it's definitely lovely and clean. I saw the maid on the way in, and she was like properly washing all the floors, and there was a couple of older maids, and they were really giving it a good going over, which is always nice to see. Right, let's go and have a look at the rest of the hotel. So my final thoughts on the Tevan Hotel. To be honest with you, when I turned up, I wasn't sure actually. I thought, oh, have I made a mistake here? Pretty much based on the location and my first sort of impressions. But I actually say, this is quite a good hotel, you know, for the price. The price is incredible. I'll tell you what I got it for. Let's start off with the price. I paid 580 baht for the room, which is amazing value. I think that's the cheapest hotel. Well, it is the cheapest hotel I've had in Pattaya or Jomtien, wherever you want it. So yeah, it's definitely the cheapest hotel I've had. The place is absolutely spotless. I mean, they're cleaning all the time. I went down this morning and there's 4 of them cleaning reception, like mopping the floors, and every time I leave the room, someone's cleaning something. You know, it is probably the cleanest hotel I've been in. It's a little bit out of the way. I mean, the location, you know, it's about 1 kilometre to Jomtien Beach. But you can get taxis and, you know, bolts and grabs and all the rest of it. So, you know, if you're happy to do that, then the location isn't really an issue. There are things around the hotel. There's like bars. I went to a great bar last night just up the road. There's plenty of food options. There's Western food options. You know, there's even a gentleman's club 50 yards down the road in the other direction. So yeah, it's all here. If you want to try something different for a short period, or if you just want to try something different. And I think it's one of those hotels. It is an older hotel, and sort of when you look at the furniture, you know, it is a bit sort of you know, worn in places. But again, it comes back to the price. I mean, the bed was huge. It was actually pretty comfortable. Although it was on the firm, it wasn't, you know, I slept really well. Obviously, there's no bar noise whatsoever. So yeah, there was no noise. I would say my only sort of criticism of the place really would be the air conditioning blew straight on the bed, and I woke up a couple of times a bit sort of cold in the night, but that was the only issue really. The internet worked really well. I put the speeds up, super fast internet. Television, great, you know, loads of channels, the standard sort of, you know, package you get in a hotel. I think all in all, I've actually had quite a nice stay here, and I would definitely come back, no question about it. and you'll be pushed to beat this one on value, I think. So let me know if you stayed there, and let me know if there is any sort of other bargain hotels that people have come across. I do get a few requests every so often for sort of cheaper hotels, and this is definitely in that category. So yeah, so I'll leave this one here, and thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.